shit. I got takeover. Can't even do shit. Dre, y'all need to brush our teeth. You hear me? Make sure y'all brush our teeth. Who did he just throw that to, bro? Never finish these fucking games, bro. Oh my god. Oh, fucking goodness, bro. coin. Fucking God, bro. It didn't even come with the screen, bro. Yo, why would you set it? God, how is that late, bro? Thank you. Who the fuck is rebound? This shit made me go out of bounds, bro. Wow. What? The fuck? This nigga missed a wide open one. Wow. Let me make that. Oh my fuck. This is crazy. Now they want to make everything. Oh, that shit. Ah, block it. Damn it. Wow. We just not gonna get a stop on. Niggas just gonna keep scoring every possession. Shit's crazy. Oh, now they on it. Now this is crazy. I'm tweaking. Oh, yeah. that shit, bro. My vertical is crazy. Like, why is my nigga not dunking?
And he is unable to get the second one.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Capella with a screen on Booker. Hood against Booker. Capella sets a screen for MP. From outside, off the mark.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
And again, it's the Suns missing. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Capella sets a screen for MP. MP taking flight.
MP so used to these big moments. He finds the opening, and he takes the shot.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
And Bradley Beal, another indicator of him doing a little bit of everything for this team.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hunter. Count! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, big time from DeAndre Hunter, letting it all hang out.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different. Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
Here's MP, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, with his scoring ability, MP is a challenging defensive assignment for anybody trying to guard him.
Both free throws good from Hood. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and now we've got the intentional foul. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They're trailing by 7. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
So the Suns win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg.
Game, SP. MP. Ball leaves. Triple decker. PB&J.
Are there any players with NBA experience who are college age?
Yeah, absolutely. Got a spreadsheet.
Hey, use it as fuel. Learn from this. PG's gonna play you physical. You gotta be ready to match that.
Hey, MP, I got some film. So you see what I'm trying to say? There might not be a lot that's flashy, but everything is solid. Do not sleep on Paul George.
Sleep on PG?
MP, over here, over here.
Have a great game, boss.
And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to work on the road. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. Teams are in the thick of it now, Grant. More than half of the regular season is behind us.
Yeah, in the thick of it is right. Teams are getting fatigued right now. This is the point of the year where the teams with the most depth separate themselves from the pack.
A key matchup tonight is the one between MP and Paul George. And this is the first head-to-head matchup between these two players.
Paul George is one of the league's top two-way threats. This is a guy who can bring scoring from all three levels. He is also a guy that has length, speed, athleticism, and the ability to guard multiple positions.
You know, I'm very curious to see how MP comes out and sets the tone in this one. You know he wants to make a statement in this game.
So here's the Clippers starting group. On the perimeter, it's the talented duo of George and Kawhi. Robert Covington is out there with Mason Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the point.
A great execution, and MP always willing to dish that rock.
And we're about a minute into the first. Westbrook with it. He really had an off game against the Heat. Kicks it to George. This one for three. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
Nice on-time pass to Paul George. He's shot ready. Nicely done.
This Clipper squad is quite the mix of players, Doris. Potentially the mix to make a run.
I mean, certainly you need seasoned veterans that can still get it done and young guys who can contribute. They've got both of those things and incredible depth. For the Clippers, to me, it's about one thing. How healthy are your stars?
Can't get the first one. Good on the second one. And here's Young. Big-time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game. MP, the pass to Young. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. MP with it. He's picked up by Westbrook.
Well, you put the ball in the hands of the open man. MP, textbook techniques to grab the assist.
Now Westbrook. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Now Young with a steal. And they're on the break. Outside Hood. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Westbrook outside. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 6-point game. This game against Los Angeles here, their first look at the Clippers.
And always a lot to find out when opponents haven't seen each other yet.
It's an interesting matchup. Two teams that don't know each other all that well. Separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
Now here's George. Phenomenal stats on a consistent basis. Puts up over 24 points a game. Knocks it down from distance.
You've got to be in Paul George's shooting space in order to make him uncomfortable. You give him anything easy, look out.
Here's Hood. He played a great game against Golden State. Fires from deep. Nails it from 3. MP's got 7 points in the game.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
From downtown, Atlanta with a rebound. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
It was textbook rim protection in that game, taking real pride in shutting down the other team.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
Now here's Westbrook. No points so far. Pass to Plumlee. Leonard on the wing. 5 to shoot. Let's go with a 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
All-stars make this kind of shot. Contested jumper, no problem.
Inside, here's MP. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. 9 points in the game.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Hunter against Leonard. Westbrook right side.
Drake. Mommy running late. Oh, she just pulled up. Okay. She just got here. Then I had to start getting ready for school. Y'all running late, okay?
The rebound by MP. The Hawks leading. Capella, screen on Plumlee. Pass to Young from deep. Another 3 for Atlanta.
They're often shooting from way beyond the arc. Young easily pops in the short-range 3.
Leonard with the ball. Back to Westbrook. The 3. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've done a great job containing Westbrook. And with his explosiveness, that is not an easy task. We'll be back in a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. We've got Paul George, Dwight Powell out there with Kenyon Martin. Then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Powell in at the 3.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Warriors was tremendous. He ended up with 37 points and created for his teammates, finding them in their favorite spots, continuing what has been a solid stretch of games for him. Will we see more of the same here tonight? We'll see. Back to you.
Good stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Here's Young. Off to the Clippers, picking up a basket just a moment ago. Martin against Bay. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And some were saying, with the rise of the 3-ball, everyone is playing the same. You feel there are enough different styles, Doris?
You know what, B.A., I know how much emphasis is placed on spreading the floor in the three-point shot, but here's what I believe ultimately. This game is as fun or perhaps more fun than it's ever been for me personally, and it has everything to do with the skill of the players. The shooting, the best it's ever been. The skill level, the highest it's ever been. So I love the game in its current standing.
And that one misses. Johnson, he's checked in for Bay, and MP subbed in for Griffin. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for DeJounte Murray.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
MP outside. Johnson a screen on George. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
This guy is such a winning team-first guy. Love the attitude that MP plays with.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Mann, guarded by Young. Pass to George. Over MP. Oh, George with a nice move. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
What a wonderful shot to have in your arsenal. 3-level scorer, gets to the midi. We see you, PG.
Johnson finds MP. Johnson a screen on George. Back to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. From the elbow, and again, it's the Clippers.
Boy, we anticipated a tight battle, and that's exactly what we've gotten in this first meeting. What a fascinating look into this matchup.
Now here's Hood. 11 points in the game. And he lobs it up. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. MP against George. Martin outside. Martin with a screen on Young. Man, the pass to George. That doesn't go either for George.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
MP is doubled. Out to the wing. Pass to Young. Back to Hood. The Hawks need to get one up here. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Again, the Clippers score.
All Are you kidding me? Just look at what Paul George is doing to the defense over and over. My goodness.
Atlanta calls timeout. Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Hunter comes in for Trae Young. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Plumlee's checked in for Powell. Covington comes in for Martin. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Paul George. And it's Westbrook in for Mann. Now here's MP. 11 points in the game. Here's Powell. Hunter with the rebound.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
And the Clippers have possession. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. Covington passes to Leonard. Now Powell. Back to Leonard. Fires for three. It's not going to go for him. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. MP outside, and they double up MP. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Westbrook taking his time here. Pass to Leonard. Kawhi finishes inside. So good at the rim.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard has found so many ways to score. He can slip around you with his length. He can go through you with his strength. This guy's so tough to guard.
Jalen Johnson. He's been the guy making things happen for the Hawks. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Atlanta Hawks.
Well, you see they've caught fire with their shooting. And a big part of that is his shot selection, getting the right guys.
And guys, a look now. Thanks for tuning in.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. After this game, they can look forward to Boston, where they will match up against the Celtics. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. They've got DeAndre Hunter, Trae Young out there with MP. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Johnson in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Brian, in his 10th season in the league, Mason Plumlee started shooting left-handed. He said, quote, "It felt good changing, and the more I practice, it just shored up my decision. It's about the result, and I'm happy I made the change. I don't even question it, and that's where I like to be." Brian?
Well, it's working for him, whatever he's doing. Allie, good stuff there. Thank you.
A threat to hammer home the alley-oop. Capella, his timing on these plays is tremendous.
Here's George. Goes back up. And the layup is good. George has got 16 points now.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Pass to MP. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Now here's George. 16 points for him.
Man, after all the injury setbacks, you see the elevation Paul George has. That is impressive.
You know, over his career, Paul George has racked up more than his fair share of accolades, Greg.
Well, he's a fixture at All-Star Weekend, that's for sure. Now, he's made the All-Defensive team more than a few times. He's had an outstanding career. Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Westbrook outside. Out to Leonard. The three is up. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Give him 8.
Well, ready on the catch. Your pre-shot preparation is on point. Kawhi, the catch and shoot.
MP against George. Oh, there's the alley. And the slam dunk by Capella.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. And the Clippers call time here. He's checked in for Covington. And a good opportunity to bring up this season's top assist man. 5th on the list, Trae Young.
He has a great eye for where to send the ball. And you know his teammates love playing with an unselfish guy like him.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Fires from the line, and the basket by Leonard. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the mid-range is Kawhi's bread and butter. This guy can get to his spots and take whatever he wants.
Here's Hood. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Paul George. And in deciding against lowering the minimum age for the NBA draft, Grant, do you think it's fair to 17 and 18-year-olds who want to go pro?
You know, B.A., I do think it's fair. I mean, there are other avenues in today's basketball environment where compensation for these guys is possible. You have the overseas route. You have the G League Ignite. And, of course, now colleges have the NIL, so that's huge. You have to admire MP's obvious love for the game. This guy just wants to get out there and play hard.
DeJounte Murray's checked in for the Hawks. Now here's Westbrook. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to George. A deep 3. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Johnson with a bucket.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Plumlee, a screen on Johnson. Plumlee with it. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Boy, when asked to take on this role, guys, Kawhi Leonard has proven to be a reliable facilitator.
Getting it done inside, MP.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Westbrook outside. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Kawhi's such a gifted offensive player. How about that dribble drive move? So nice.
MP, the flush.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Pass to Powell. Leonard outside. Lets it fly. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Now MP. And MP throws it down.
And so far, this game has belonged to MP. Getting to his spots. with ease.
Leonard with the ball. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. If I'm a young fan watching the NBA, Kawhi Leonard is a guy I'm keeping a close eye on, Graham. He does everything the right way.
BA, so much to like about Kawhi's game and how he carries himself. He takes so much pride in what he does on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Young. Good. Oh, great D that time from Powell. It's Powell on the wing. Leonard against Bay. Leonard passes to Powell. Back to Leonard. Shoots over Bay. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They're getting quality. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, they've got Kenyon Martin, Paul George out there with Terrence Mann. Then it's Norman Powell, and it's Powell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Okongwu, a screen on George, and he lobs it up to the rim. Okongwu, no good.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Young, the pass to Okongwu. Martin against MP to the inside. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. Pass to Martin. Powell with it. Here's George, defended by Murray. Here's Mann. No good on the 3.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And the Clippers call time here. Atlanta making some... And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this 4th quarter. Hunter against Leonard. Outside Covington. 3-pointer. Connects from downtown. Man's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Capella, screen on George. MP looking around. MP makes his move. The kick to Hunter. From deep, Johnson. And the Hawks with another 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Shot by Leonard, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
MP outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick to Hunter to the left side wing. Young from long range.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's George. The 15-footer is good. George has got 23.
Paul George just so fluid offensively. What a pretty move right there.
MP outside. Tries the spin move. Ooh, nice D from George.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Man, the pass to Covington. he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
He pushed a little too hard there trying to close the gap. And yes, he paid the price.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
MP shot is good.
Just remarkable concentration right there from MP. Looks so confident, even with the contact.
Here's man, guarded by Young. Pass to Plumlee. Back to man. The three is up. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Hawks.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And they increased their win total to 29.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this season.
Okongwu, a screen on Powell. And there's the lob, and another dime for him.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. Poke loose. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Atlanta. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Hood. Pass to Bay. Fade away. No good off the back of the rim.
No one near him on that one. And I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
Highland looking for an opening. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
What I tell y'all, chat? It ain't worth the headache, man. Just go ahead and put it on a little lower level. Run through it with ease. Get your mind points. Get out of there, man. You got time to stress in my career, man. Trying to get my nigga up, man. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 more games like that, I'll be at 93. And I got the same amount of VC real, like, but that's off of L. I don't know how much I would have got off of W. That's daddy's. No, it's not. You'll get beat.
Yeah, bitch.
That's grown up. That's not kid.
Let's go, MP. That's how you do it. I'm feeling a big game tonight, kid.
Let's get this win, MP.
Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. We've got Thompson. Ben Simmons is out there with Smith. Then there's Whitmore, and it's Van Vliet in at the point. And for the Hawks, the post pairing, Bay along with Okongwu. Hood out there with Trae Young. And it's Griffin in at the small forward. Now that we're past the trade deadline, Greg, what's crucial as we head into the All-Star break?
Well, for teams that traded for players to try to make them comfortable, and for teams that stood pat to continue pounding that rock and building chemistry.
So Atlanta will get the first possession. Inside, stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Van Vliet finds Smith. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around.
Look what the fuck it made me do, bro. At this moment, I'm like, oh shit, I need to get back to my man. So what I do, I turn around, I try to get back to my man. Look at this shit. I'm pressing down. Why would I stop like that? What the fuck is that? That's crazy, bro. Why did they do that shit?
Wow. No good on the three. Griffin passes to Young. Down low. And the dunk by MP. And Greg, some big news for MP. He's been named to his first All-Star team.
And he has to feel like he's arrived. The MP worked hard to earn a spot on that All-Star team.
And Thompson gets it to go.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Now, here is Young. Last game out, he had 14. Bay with the screen for Hood. And Divine Bay gets it to him.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
Pass to Whitmore. A three-pointer is right on target. So if you look at the Rockets' struggles, Clark, over the last few seasons, what stands out to you?
Well, I think it starts at the defensive end of the floor, Kevin. I mean, a team is not going to make noise in the NBA if they don't defend consistently. I'm sure improving on D is a focus this season.
And how about the find by Trae, making sure he keeps his teammates involved.
Smith with a screen on Young. Van Vliet passes to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go. Okongwu grabs the board.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
He lobs it up, and Okongwu slings it in.
There's that floor awareness on display. MP feeling the overcommitment and then whipping that pass to the open teammate.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Thompson against Hood. The 11-footer. The shot by Thompson, no good. And it's Bay with the ball for Atlanta. It's a 3-point game. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of going foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they performed. And it paid off.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The first free throw is good. The Clark, one benefit that Jabari Smith has had in his career is the wisdom from his dad. He has learned a lot.
No wisdom like a father's wisdom, particularly when the dad has traveled the road that his son is traveling in the NBA. I'm sure his dad learned a ton in his experience that he has passed on to Jabari Smith Jr. in a way that's benefited the younger Smith.
Giving his all on that play. MP working hard to win the whistle.
And a bittersweet game here for MP. Today's game falling on the anniversary of the passing of his grandfather, and Greg, a great player himself, Truck.
And you figure MP will be charged up emotionally. Hopefully, it only impacts his play in a positive manner. I know Truck would be incredibly proud of the young man MP has become.
Time to go courtside and hear what's going on with MP.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, it's a somber night for MP, as tonight's game falls on the anniversary of his grandfather's death. His grandfather, of course, was NBA veteran Truck, one of the biggest influences on MP's life. MP has chosen to play through, even though he knows emotions will be running high, feeling it will be cathartic. We'll see how he handles it all, guys.
Yeah, thanks, David. Not an easy night for MP, and certainly not an easy night for his family. Here's Simmons, following the basket by MP. .110 left here in the first quarter. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Okongwu slams it in.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Here's Thompson. Simmons. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, Simmons racks up points by being involved in hustle plays, using his size and his great instincts to impact the game in a lot of different areas.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander.
Max Force, throw that.
Now, here's Thompson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto. Whitmore with it. Griffin on him. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Holiday. It's hauled in by MP. Atlanta leading by 4. Okongwu with a screen on Holiday. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, that's a big-time flush from MP. He enjoys flashing his athleticism on these finishes.
Thompson for 3. He can't hit that time. And so it's Atlanta with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Tari Easton is out there with Jayshawn Tate. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. First free throw is good. And you think of height as an advantage in basketball, but Greg, the versatility at such a premium. Can you be too tall in today's NBA?
It's a valid question. The two biggest concerns for 7-footers are mobility and durability. To move the way they need to puts a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
You know, one of the things I think that makes MP so fun to watch is how much fun he's having out there. You can tell the thrill of the game never gets old for this guy.
And Tate gets it to go.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
MP left side. Capella sets a screen for Hood. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
The 6'10" Capella showing you some bounce on that alley-oop.
Rockets trail by 8. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the 76ers looked really strong. He scored 25 points, and as expected, he distributed the rock and got his teammates involved. He was an imposing presence, which should surprise no one.
We'll go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Bay comes in for Johnson. Griffin's checked in.
YouTuber, Deacon. Deacon. I'm a YouTuber, man. You don't have red on, man. You don't have red. You don't have red on, man. You have purple and blue. It don't match. It doesn't match. It matters.
Just like black.
So you racist? Okay, if you don't just like black, you need to wear something that's purple or blue, man. You see this purple and blue? I gotta teach you how to match, man. There's no red in that shirt, man. Or this pants. It don't match. Tell him, where's red at, man? Do you see red on his pants? Do you see red on his pants? You can't see your underwear, man. And if you show your underwear at school, I'm gonna beat your butt.
Look.
You gonna tell, but come, you about to get beat. She about to be real crying. Put those back before you lose them.
Alright, you guys can grab your book bags.
There's no red.
Don't mess with those because I don't want to. I thought I lost them one time.
You gotta get different. You gotta get color. That color right there, man, or white. Where's Sissy's? Sissy, you're not wearing those, man. I'm taking those.
You like fighting too.
Y'all take pictures. Y'all stand in front of the mirror. Take a picture.
I have green on.
Stand right here. Since y'all want to wear the shoes, take a picture.
And now she's saying like, oh, I got used to the wine leg. I don't think it's that.
Drake, don't make that face. Let me get out the picture.
It's like messy. Like it's an outside picture. It's all gloomy and dark.
Honestly, I feel
Take pictures. Yeah.
It's so cold out.
Daddy's about to go crazy because y'all aren't taking a picture. Like, who feels like that right now? Here's your pink ones. That just get on my fucking nerves. I need to show you a picture of what the fuck my living room looks like right now. I'm going crazy. Yeah. I know you have to come see, but like the thing is, he set his whole fucking computer and fixation thing up in the bitch. I gotta take a picture. It looks so fucking sloppy. Like I'm cringing. I'm dealing with it because I got to. But it's like, but the thing is like, I know I am, but like, my thing is, if you're keeping it furniture and shit, I know I do crazy, but then to set up your system, I'm looking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just looking at it, like, my face might be turned up, yes, I'm not gonna lie, but like, why can't I? This is my shit. Why can't I do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just makes it seem like I can't say nothing about none of my shit, nothing ever. Like, course the camera's not trying to show up. Oh my god, bitch, the picture. Oh my god. I can't even look at the picture and I'm looking at her in real life. It's like so sassy, so sloppy. Like, I don't do not like that. Like, I have like a lighter color sofa, like an ivory color, so like I covered it with blankets because like one time he was here, he like marked some shit on my fucking sofa. He tried to lie about it. So like when he's here, I cover. Right, so when he's here, I cover my shit up. He's like, why you at me? I was like, that's my shit. I said, well, I was like, I know you put your fucking stains and sloppy shit all over my sofa. Yes. You get Sissy's drink too? Oh, she's getting it. Auntie Cat said hey. Auntie Cat said hey. You all don't looking all shy. Like you don't know who I'm talking about. Oh, Drake got your drink. Drake got your drink. Tell Daddy the oven's going off. Like we gotta get going. Kendra. What did you say? Oh, you go, you go, you go. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. Go for a picture. I know you fucking lying. That's not that serious. Come on, Drake. We gotta go to school. Come on, it's not that serious. You wanna take a picture? I told you to move. And I'm trying to get out of here. What did you say? I need to stop you right now. I can drive on the phone. You can't get a picture when they get home or something? Y'all can definitely take a picture when they get home.
Okay. The chorus, all that's gonna be missing. Fuck. Fucking tired of fucking kids that don't fucking listen. Fucking annoying ass motherfucking brats. Tired of this fucking shit, man. Yo, don't ask me to do this shit again. Don't ask me to do this shit again. Yo. Fucking lame ass bitch. What the fuck about you and your fucking lame ass weird ass aunt? Fuck. You supposed to be giving your kids this bitch on the phone with you the whole time. That's fucking weird. What the fuck is this bitch on the phone for? Fucking take a picture. Everything changed, man. I'm telling you. Lame ass niggas, bro.
For Wesley Matthews. And Hood subbed in for Trae Young. The Rockets also changing it up. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Jock.
Yeah, I gotta upload these shorts. Damn, my videos really got 330 views. Oh shit, and my subs going up like a motherfucker, bro. 21 hours, bro. Dio, that's crazy. Let's get it, cuz. Ski. Let's get it, Ski. Alright, I gotta upload a shout for my gaming channel. Shout, bud, shout it. Shout, bud, shout it. $50 million for my mansion. I'm balling.
How to beat Sunset Park bosses. Just set screens to get
This shit only
open.
did 700 views. That's crazy.
Have fun.
What behind the back
How
is
to
that?
beat
Are you
Sunset
serious?
Park bosses. Just set
That's the
screens to
Curry
get
slide,
open.
nigga.
Have fun.
Alright, let me see what's the last short I uploaded. 300 subscribers. I got 500. What the fuck? Spin jumper. I ain't even gonna share that shit to my Facebook. Fuck it. I should, but fuck it. Yeah, I meant to put the TV on that video. What's the fucking one? Weird ass bitch, man. I'm getting tired of this bitch, bro. I hate fucking with this weird ass bitch, bro. Like, damn. Who the fuck is the goddamn remote, bro? I just fucking had this shit. Fuck. Yo. Fucking TV off now. Yo, I know I ain't do the same fucking shit, bro. Oh, fucking goodness, good. I got too much shit I'm trying to fucking do, man. Wish I was at my fucking crib, man. Damn. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Wow, that little. My sauce is probably burnt.
Glendale. Jabari Smith comes in for Tari Eason. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Thompson. Rebound Atlanta. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
You know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as it can have, you're right. A pass to Bay.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Rockets trail by 18. On the wing, Thompson. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Houston moving it around. Whitmore. Another miss by Houston.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Okongwu with a screen on Thompson. Hood, the pass to Okongwu. Offensive rebound. MP dishes to Murray. Tries the spin move. And MP throws it down.
Okay, go ahead and flex on him, MP. Nice hustle for that second chance bucket.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Thompson for three. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And here's Thompson. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Welcome, everybody. And you think about what MP's going through emotionally tonight, it being the anniversary of his grandfather's death.
Yeah, you talk.
And now let's talk about our game at hand. What a first half for the Atlanta Hawks.
It just kind of looks like they can do anything they want on the offensive end. And I think it's because they identified the matchups they wanted to exploit. And the other team hasn't adjusted, at least not effectively.
Yeah, smart approach coming into this game, and it's paying off. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
The post pairing, Bay along with Okongwu. Young is out there with MP. And it's Griffin in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Hood, and the dunk by MP.
Well, there's no denying MP has put in countless hours in the gym. And this type of performance serves as a testament to his work ethic.
Whitmore sends a screen for Van Vliet. Thompson outside. Pass to Whitmore. To the paint, here's Van Vliet.
And a shoot-first point guard, Van Vliet understands how to get defenders to foul him when taking shots.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. Second free throw, no good. Atlanta leading by 20. Hood deciding where to go with it. A pass to Bay, an emphatic LU jam.
Now that's how you orchestrate the pick and roll. MP with the great feed there to his teammate.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Comes up empty down low.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And Bay throws it down.
Great. Good job getting others involved. MP with a well-placed pass.
Van Vliet passes to Smith. He takes it in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Smith's got 6.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for DeJounte Murray.
And looking at his past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Thompson against MP. To the left wing. Okongwu with a screen on Thompson. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, there was quite a bit of shakeup in the Hawks front office last season amid rumors of discord. DeJounte Murray said, there's a lot of noise, but at the end of the day, winning takes care of it all. So we need to control what we can control, continue to come together as brothers, and try to go out and win basketball games. Kevin, back to you.
All right, that's all they can do. David, thanks. Timeout called, the Rockets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Young. Aaron Holiday is checked in for the Rockets.
Damn, my bacon pipe burning. Screek nigga, man. Screek nigga.
And here are the Rockets now. Thompson outside. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And he uses the glass on the layup. Thompson's got his second bucket tonight. Hood against Thompson. Bay with the screen for MP. And Bay throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Simmons doing a nice job being physical, taking the foul and still getting the shot up.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. And Simmons drops them both. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Murray, the pass to Capella. Thompson against Hood. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
You know, Capella, one of the very best in the league at getting out of the screen and getting to the right spot.
Holiday against Murray. Here's Simmons. Rebounded by Capella. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Thompson outside. Smith with a screen on Murray. Here's Thompson. Off the left rim and out. Hawks have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. There's the lob to the hoop. And Bay throws it down. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Smith sets the pick for Thompson. Puts it up from 12. Doesn't go for him. And the Hawks with possession. They're on a 16-7 run.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Hood against Thompson. Just 3 on the clock. The shot, no good.
discreet nigga, though. Discreet nigga.
And so it's Atlanta with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. And Van Vliet out there with Dennis Smith. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. And it's Landale in at the center, filling out the middle. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Pass to Landale. They set the pick. Here's Tate. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Johnson with a screen on Van Vliet. Good. He kicks it to Johnson. It's taken away by Smith. Here's Van Vliet. Count it. 6 points for Fred Van Vliet.
Can't leave anybody open around Smith. I mean, he finds them quickly. Love his court awareness.
Johnson outside to the inside. And the dunk by MP.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Good. Johnson kicks to Matthews. Hood against Van Vliet. Lobbed up there for Johnson.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Van Vliet passes to Tate. Dishes to Smith. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Eason. Houston needs to get a shot off. Tate, no good. For Atlanta, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Johnson the screen. Here's MP. The pass to Johnson. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. Again, the Rockets score.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Down low. And the dunk by MP.
And he wasn't taking any chances on that shot. MP goes up strong for that flush.
Smith against Murray. Pass to Tate. Banked in off the glass.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Outside Matthews. Capella with a screen on Van Vliet. Lob pass to Capella. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Atlanta making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Houston with a big group substitution here. Simmons checked in for Jock Landale. Smith comes in for Tari Eason. Whitmore, he's checked in for Tate. And it's Thompson in for Smith. Van Vliet attacking. Thompson in the corner. Atlanta with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Capella sets a screen for MP. There's the three. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Winning in strong fashion. A relentless effort notches a W
for the Hawks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-game.
I tell you what, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
Simmons against Capella. Good work defensively by Capella.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
The putback. Johnson dishes to Hood. Johnson the screen. They shoot again. Doesn't go that time. Smith with the defensive effort. Thompson, high post. Got a piece of it. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. 5 seconds left in the fourth. Smith finds Thompson. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome...
Great effort. Nicely done. I heard MJ might be in the crowd tonight. Show him who the new GOAT is.
get this win.
Hey, MP, I got some film. What do you think?
It's just a list of every player from the draft.
Yep. People are saying this is an iconic.
Have a great game, man.
Coming down the tunnel earlier, the Hornets getting mentally prepared. And I know the home fans are prepared as well. Thanks for spending Valentine's Day with us. We've got a match made in heaven coming your way on 2K Sports. And our broadcast team tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. May and Capella, they're inside. MP is out there with Trae Young. And it's Griffin in at the small forward. And for Charlotte, we've got Bouknight. Miles Bridges is out there with Miller. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Ntilikina in at the 1. Such a critical time of year for a lot of teams, Grant. Everybody jockeying for playoff position.
I love it. And we all know how important seeding can be come the postseason. So even teams outside the playoff picture still have time as long as they make their move now.
Let's just clip real quick.
And so off the tip, it's Charlotte. Here's Miller, defended by Griffin. Pass to Bouknight, puts it up. Capella with a rebound. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Here's MP. Spins. Now Capella, defended by Gobert. MP outside. And there's the lob, and the dunk by Bay.
Man, Sadiq can really get up. What an alley-oop.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
I really think the nail in the coffin was their missed free throws. That's usually an ominous sign.
You hate to lose it at the line, especially when you're getting what you want in other areas of the game.
Shot clock at 5. Shot is up. Bridges misses. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Well, Grand Hornets head coach Steve Clifford said that the team needs to start winning if they want to keep LaMelo Ball.
And he's not wrong, B.A. I mean, they view Ball as the cornerstone of the franchise, but they have to give him a reason to stay. He is indeed a special talent, and winning is his ultimate priority.
Miller, the pass to Bridges. Now here's Gobert to the wing on the left. Pass to Ntilikina. To the middle. Here's Miller. Ooh, good finish at the rack off a slick feed.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Hood with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. And the dunk by Bay.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish, bringing it down with some attitude. Here's Miller, covered by MP. Bridges, a screen on MP. Miller, the pass to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
To the paint. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Pass to Bridges. To the inside. And it's Bridges with the jam.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
That's a game they'd like to put in the rearview mirror. They know they treated it a little too lightly.
And obviously we know that's not how they usually played, but hey, they've got to perform better next time around.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Now here's Bridges. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Indiana. Ntilikina, the pass to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
The Hawks have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Pass to Hood. Hey, with a screen. And he's going for the lob.
Why did I do that, bro? That shit was crowded. I don't know why I did that.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. On the court for Atlanta. In the post, it's Bay and Capella. Trae Young is out there with MP. And it's Griffin in at the small forward position. Now here's Hood. Bay passes to Hood. Bay with a screen on Miller. Shot clock at 6. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Now that's how you orchestrate the pick and roll. MP with a great feed there to his teammate.
1:12 left in the first quarter. Well, the last time, GA, the Hornets made the playoffs was back in 2016.
And that was during Steve Clifford's first stint with the organization. I'm sure that played a factor in their decision to bring him back as head coach.
And that's a nice pass from Bay, willing to do whatever he can to help his team.
Here's Bouknight. No scoring in this one. And Bouknight slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Hood. He had 37 points last game out. Lob pass to Capella. Can't stop the alley-oop home. Hornets trail by 4. Miller surveying the floor. And a miss there on the triple. For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Griffin dishes to Hood. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Capella.
And what timing, Capella getting up there and capping that one off.
From deep three-point territory. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And that does it for the first quarter. Hawks ahead. They lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. There's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Bridges and Washington are up in the forward positions. Martin is out there with Smith. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against Chicago was sensational. He added 37 points, and his passing was incredible with all of those assists. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And we've heard defensive-minded players, Greg, say, man, everything is a foul nowadays. You can't even touch the game. Can't defend. Do they have a point?
It's getting tough, isn't it? I mean, you can't use your hands. You have to be set. It's almost like they want defenders to be traffic cones.
And look at that. The vision is why Trae Young can get you double-digit assists.
Bridges outside. Oh, good on the triple. The Hawks leading by 10. Outside Hood. Bay with the screen for MP. A pass to Bay. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And a lot of power behind Sadiq Bey.
For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. So the wing on the left. Bridges outside. Shoots over Bay. Bridges misses. And it's Bay with the ball. For the Atlanta Hawks, the 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Bay with a screen on Martin. Here's MP. Good work defensively by Martin.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. Miller comes in for Bridges. Bouknight, he's checked in for Martin. And it's Ntilikina in for Smith. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Griffin comes in for Young.
Now, Capella is sort of the prototypical role guy, right? Going straight from the solid screen to elevating and being open.
Passes it to Reed. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Pass to Miller. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Capella. The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against the Bulls.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they forced.
Well, all those turnovers made it a scrappy game, which suits them. They caused a lot of chaos with their defense, which played right into their hands.
Here's Bouknight following the bucket by the Hawks. Great D that time from Griffin. Here's Hood, and the dunk by MP.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
And the Hornets miss again. And the Hawks with the possession. They're on a 14-4 run. .44 seconds left in the second quarter. And the dunk by Capella.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now here's Bouknight. 14 points from him the last game against Indiana. Miller with a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range. Miller's got 5 points so far.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
And the dunk by MP.
MP, he's got it all, putting it on display here tonight.
Hornets trail by 17. Here's Bouknight. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. There's the three. That shot is off. And so it's Atlanta out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back to the action in just a minute.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
If you can't get stops, you can't get wins. I'm not seeing the fight, the fire. It's time to get angry. Otherwise, we can call it now.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Social media posts. Okay, fellas, we got ourselves a question here from B Smooth 94, Eyes for You. Oh, who would win in a game of 2K between Shaq and Kenny?
Oh, me? Of course.
Yeah, right. You can't even fit both hands on the controller.
I only need one hand on the controller to beat you. I'll use the other hand to write a diss track about how bad you are.
Ooh.
I'd buy it. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. In the post, it's Bay and Capella. Young is out there with MP. And it's Griffin in at the small forward. Now, here is Miller. Bay pulls it in. Bay's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. What a luxury, Brent, it is to have Trae Young head up this team.
Unbelievable, just a walking bucket, and there's nights where you could just expect something special is coming at the hands of Trae Young. So much success in the early part of his career, and he hasn't slowed down. Nice feed from MP, head on a swivel.
Miller outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Young passes to MP. Spins. The dish now to Capella. Kicks it out to MP. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. 2 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And here in the middle of winter, some teams feeling the cold in the power rankings. Others remaining hot. You take a look at
Here's Ntilikina. Still no points. Miles Bridges is out there with Miller. Then it's Bouknight. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Ntilikina in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bulls was tremendous. He ended up with 37 points, and he was dealing assists all around. He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
And we have just about a half a season left. Here's our latest power rankings. Taking a look at the 76ers. They pulled themselves up to the second place spot.
Well, right now for the Hawks, they've continued to build momentum, showing much more confidence now, and this is the perfect time to do it.
And there are so many big men that can bring the ball up now, Doris. It's changed how teams get into their offenses.
B.A., what coaches will tell you is they are getting to a place where you have to have 5 guys who can hurt you offensively. The bigs being able to take a rebound and get it up quickly in transition does one huge thing. That creates mismatches, something teams always are on the lookout for. Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Miller's got 5 points now this quarter.
And there's a reason Miller was a volume three-point shooter in college, because he's extremely accurate.
The Hornets making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Murray comes in for Young. Timeout called, the Hawks. And here are the top playmakers over the last 10 games as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Fourth, MP.
He's making a lot of friends with the way he's been moving the ball, setting up his teammates nicely in their favorite spots.
Saddiq Bey, he's checked in for Johnson. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for Trae Young. And so it's Bey who brings up the ball for Atlanta. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. A moment here for an injury report. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce. She's got an update on Saddiq Bey.
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Atlanta. There's some pain in the chest area, especially when breathing. Right now, it's being called a bruise.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie. Hoping to see him back on the court soon, guys.
They really hope to have him back, but it's so crucial that he's healthy when he returns. He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
You know, when you look at Brandon Miller's skill set, this guy has the potential to be an elite scorer.
And that's why so many are excited about him. A 3-level scorer who possesses impressive length and a quick release. B.A., this kid is special. And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
A minute and a half left in the third. Pass to Reed from deep. Rebound Atlanta.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And he can't jam it through. The Hornets have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Out left to the wing. Here's Miller. 3-pointer off the mark. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Hood. And it's going to be a 3-second call. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. Washington's checked in for Charlotte. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Charlotte has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. To the left side wing. Washington outside. He takes it in. And there's the call on Saddiq Bey. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the...
And Atlanta looking at who they've got. Bey and Capella, they're inside. MP is out there with Trae Young. And it's Griffin in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Hood. MP, the flush.
MP putting in the work for his team right now. Foot on the gas pedal, he's cooking.
The Hornets have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. They double him with Bay. Here's Booknight. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Takes it in. Banked it in off the glass. MP's got 11 points here in the second half.
And the work that MP puts in, it shines through during every hoop he makes.
Here's Bridges. And Bay pulls it down.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Yeah, what a look. I mean, Young, a high-level passer.
And a foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. And Grant, you grew up in the D.C. area. A lot of great basketball players coming out of the DMV in recent years.
Yeah, B.A., especially PG County with Kevin Durant, Jeremy Grant, and plenty of others. It was a great place to grow up in the DMV as a sports fan, and that legacy definitely continues.
And he converts the layup. MP's got 8 here in this quarter.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Here's Booknight. Shoots over Griffin. Booknight can't get it to go.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Hawks.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
And with the win, the season series is tied 1-1. You have to love how competitive these games have been with 2 more left to play.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Now here's MP. Pass to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Bay with a screen. And here's MP from outside. The Hornets pull it in. Booknight passes it to Ntilikina. Here's Booknight. Puts up a 3. And no good. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. So long, everybody.
Great win. Keep pushing.
Look out there, MP. Over here. Take it, MP.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the NBA Rising Stars Challenge. Get ready for some thrilling end-to-end action as the best first and second-year players in the NBA do battle on the hardwood. Alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
And Kevin, you talked about some thrills being in store for us tonight. These young guys are all capable of making a spectacular play at any given time. And I got a feeling we'll see plenty of them here tonight.
Absolutely.
Well, without question. I mean, if this game has taught us anything over the last few years, over the years in general, it's there isn't a highlight reel big enough to capture all of the incredible high-flying action.
And now the opening lineup for Team World. We've got Daniels, also Benedict Mathurin out there, and it's Vezenkov in at the 4 spot.
That's high-quality teamwork. What a setup for Banchero.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. An All-Star week is one great show after another.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
Spreading the wealth. MP just has a knack for doing that on and off the court.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Sohan. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Scoot Henderson. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Here's Sohan, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
Great call, Ref.
Daniels with it. Pass to Vezenkov.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
MP outside. Holmgren with a screen on Mathurin. The 3 from MP. Wembanyama with the rebound. You brought the big stage these young guys around tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers. And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
And it's Team World with the ball, following the bucket by USA. Here's Sohan. Misses the fallback jab.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Here's MP, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
And there's no question he was going to be playing in this game, because as far as a first or second year player goes, he's about as impactful as any in the league.
That's exactly right. I mean, he's quickly become one of his team's most important players. For most guys, that can take years, but it's happened really fast for him.
Here's Matherin, following the basket by MP. Team World with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, throws it up high, and a dunk by Holmgren.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Holmgren against Wembanyama, and it's out of bounds. Team World will retain possession. Williams is checked in for Banchero. And a change for Team World. Nemhard's checked in. Pass to Sohan. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by USA. MP deciding where to go with it. Floats it up for Williams.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And now the first timeout called here for Team World. Hardy, he's checked in for USA. USA will go for a different look here. Williams, he's checked in for Holmgren. Paolo Banchero comes in for Williams. Miller's checked in for Hardy. And Hood subbed in for Henderson. Here's Sharp.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
So Team World's 5 right now. We've got Sharp, Daniel, and it's Sohan in at the 4. MP finds Miller. Williams has a screen for Hood. 4 on the clock. He's looking for Williams and finds him. There's Miller with the 3. Rebound by Sohan. Team World trails by 7. Here's Nemhard. Sohan, the pass to Nemhard. There's the pass to Daniels. Drives to the hoop. Here's Wembanyama for 3. He's off on that one.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Hood. Takes the hit. MP still scores.
Finishing strong in the paint despite the contact. I like that tenacity that MP showed right there.
Pass to Wembanyama. And shot on the way. It's hauled in by USA. Miller's got 4 rebounds in this game. MP outside. Floats it up for Williams. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. So Team World's 5 right now. We've got Daniels, and Wembanyama's out there with Sharp. And it's Nemhard in at the point guard.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage. Maybe for the first time in their professional careers. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And USA with some changes. Holmgren comes in for Williams, and it's Hardy in for Ivy. You brought the big stage these young guys around tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Now here's Hood. He has 6. There's the lob to Banchero. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That's high-quality teamwork. What a setup for Banchero.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
And, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Now here's Hood. There's the lob to Banchero. Banchero out there with Holmgren. Then there's Hardy. Then it's MP. And it's Miller in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Hood. 6 points for him.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each...
USA leading by 8. So Team World's 5 right now. They've got Victor Wembanyama. And it's Sohan in at the power forward position. And stolen by MP to the inside. Banchero off on the layup. And it's Team World with the ball.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional careers.
So timeout called here, the first for USA. Henderson's checked in for Banchero. And a change for Team World. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Wembanyama. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Miller throws it down hard.
And offensively, Miller is terrific on the perimeter, but he can also play above the rim as well.
You brought the big stage these young guys around tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Wasted no time on that one. Hood's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Sohan, the pass to Nemhart. Down low.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Now here's Hood, and the dunk by Holmgren.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Here's Sohan. He's got 7. Pass to Nemhart. 1 second left. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so that's the end of the first half. USA leads by 14. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And, you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
Miller is out there at Paolo Banchero. Then it's Henderson. Then it's MP. And it's Holmgren in at the 5. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
That's high-quality teamwork. What a setup for Banchero.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Now, here's MP. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Lets it fly. Holmgren kicks to Banchero. Holmgren sets the screen for Hood. 5 to shoot. For 3, Henderson. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Henderson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Wembanyama passes to Daniels. It's good.
Nice work inside from Matthew, showing you he's not just a jump shooter.
Henderson dishes to MP. And the pass to Holmgren. And the ball goes on. About. Last touch by MP.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Team World trails by 17. Wembanyama looking it over. Passes to Sohan. That shot off. Good D by Miller.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And this is why Holmgren's guys lob it his way. They trust him to finish.
Holmgren's gone 3 of 7 shooting from the floor. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Vezenkov. Nothing on the board. Wembanyama, no good.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
MP against Mathurin. There's the lob to Banchero. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Miller is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's MP. Then it's Henderson. And it's Holmgren in at the 5 spot.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
And for Team World, they've got Victor Wembanyama. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Daniels. And it's Vezenkov in at the 4-man position. Now, here's Banchero. Inside, it's tipped. Kicks it out to MP. Clock at 6. There's the lob to Banchero. Close the alley-oop. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Henderson passes to Miller. Outside Hood. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop. And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly,
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
They've got Holmgren. Banchero out there with Miller. Then it's MP. And it's Henderson in at the 1.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
And for Team World, you've got Daniels, also Benedict Mathurin out there, and it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Wembanyama after the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Pass to Daniels. Good ball movement here by Team World. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Off target with his 3. You brought the big stage these young guys around tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
And USA with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Holmgren. Williams comes in for Banchero. And Ivy subbed in for Miller.
I'll tell you what, a lot of shimmying and rim rattling going on in this one tonight, guys.
These guys are spending more time in the air than they are on the ground, that's for sure.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Now, here's Sharp. It's good. And that's now 6 points for Shaedon Sharp.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now, here's MP. 12 points for him. Oh, and they get no. And it's Henderson with the ball for USA. MP out there with Henderson. Then it's Williams. Then it's Ivy. And it's Williams at the center position.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
And for Team World, they've got Benedict Mathurin. And it's Nemhard in at the point. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Ivy. Lets it go from deep. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Ivy's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Pass to Nemhard. Shoots over Henderson. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. USA leads by 17. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Welcome back as we get a glimpse of the... And it's Williams at the center.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
Here's Vazenko. And he's good on the three ball.
And for this young man, this game is serving. As kind of a coming out party, if you will. A lot of fans haven't seen him that often during the regular season.
And that's one of the neat things about the Rising Stars Challenge. It's a way for some talented young players to get their first taste of the national spotlight.
You brought the big stage, these young guys around tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
Really is a showcase, and for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor, and it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. We've got Banchero, MP out there with Henderson, and it's Chet Holmgren, and it's Miller in at the three.
And, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans. Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
And a wide open look for Mathurin. Team World with another miss. And so Henderson will bring it up for USA. 22 is their biggest lead. To the paint. Pass to Daniel. Trying to find Mathurin. Gets it to him. Yep, it counts. 8 points here for Benedict Mathurin. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
And it's Team World with the ball. Following the bucket by USA. Here's Wembanyama. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Holmgren sets the screen for MP. Bring it up for MP, a three.
And some players in the Rising Stars Challenge aren't especially well known yet. But this young man is someone we've already become very familiar with.
It has not taken him long to really establish himself in the league. I mean, he's been logging a ton of minutes.
6 on the shot clock. Good ball movement here by Team World. Here's Wembanyama. It's hauled in by USA. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
MP against Wembanyama. And the jump by Holmgren.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Wembanyama with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. MP's shot is good.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They double him with MP. Outside Mathurin. Trains the three-pointer.
Yeah, Mathurin wanted this bad. He wants to one-up them at the arc.
So USA wins it.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. It sure is. You're right, Greg. And this really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks so much for joining us. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm